Good afternoon. My name is Harry Coughlin. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Nassau County Industrial Development Agency, and I have been authorized to hold a public hearing. Today is May 5th, 2020, and the time is now 2 p.m. Given the ongoing COVID-19 public health crisis and related executive orders issued by Governor Andrew Cuomo, this public hearing is conducted using telephone conference and video conference. Participants have accessed this public hearing through a Zoom invitation on the Nassau County Industrial Development Agency's website at nassauida.org or by watching our live stream on our YouTube channel, which can be found at nassauidalive.org. If you are participating via Zoom, the agency encourages all interested parties to click the raised hand button on your screen if you wish to make a comment. If you are viewing this hearing on a computer, the raise hand button is on the bottom of your screen in the middle. If you are viewing the hearing on a tablet, the raised hand button is at the top right corner of your screen. Once you select the raise hand button, you will have the opportunity to speak when your name is announced. Please note that this hearing is being both live streamed and recorded. You can also view this hearing by going to our website at nassauida.org. Go to the top of the screen, select Watch Meetings, and you can watch the live stream. Please also note that we do have a stenographer attending this hearing. In addition to being recorded, the stenographer will be transcribing the hearing, so we can add all public records to the file. Interested parties may also submit written comments to the agency, which will be included within the public hearing record. Public comments will be shared with the agency board at its meeting on May 7th at 6:45 p.m. Any written comments may be sent to the Nassau County Industrial Development Agency located at 1 West Street, 4th floor, Mineola, New York, 11501, to my attention, Harry Coughlin, spelled Coghlan, the Chief Executive Officer, or via email at info@nassauida.org. This is a public hearing pursuant to Section 859-A of the New York General Municipal Law as amended with respect to a project of the agency for 1-800-Flowers.com, Inc., a corporation organized and existing under the laws of the state of Delaware and authorized to do business in the state of New York, which has presented an application for financial assistance to the agency, which application requests that the agency consider undertaking a project consisting of the following. A1, the acquisition of 96,867 square foot portion of an existing approximate 640,000 square foot building located at 2 Jericho Plaza, Hamlet of Jericho, Town of Oyster Bay, Nassau County, New York. Section 11, Block 355, part of Lot 31. 2, the renovation of the premises, together with related improvements to the building and land, including surface parking spaces. 3, the acquisition of certain furniture, fixtures, machinery, and equipment necessary to the completion thereof, all of the foregoing for use by the applicant as a corporate headquarters. B, the granting of certain financial assistance within the meaning of Section 854.14 of the General Municipal Law with respect to the foregoing in the form of potential exemptions or partial exemptions from real property taxes and sales and use taxes. And C, the lease with an obligation to purchase, license, or sale of the project's facility to the applicant or such other entity as may be designated by the applicant and agreed upon by the agency. The project facility would be initially owned, operated, and/or managed by the applicant or other such entity as may be designated by the applicant and agreed upon by the agency. The company would receive financial assistance from the agency in the form of potential exemptions or partial exemptions from real property taxes and sales and use taxes. Notice of this public hearing was published in Newsday, the Nassau edition, on April 20th, 2020, and provided to the Chief Executive Officer of each county, city, town, village, school district, and other affected tax jurisdiction within which the project facility is located by letter dated April 20th, 2020. The purpose of this hearing is to provide an opportunity for all interested parties to present their views, both orally and in writing, with respect to the project and/or the granting of financial assistance. It is requested that remarks be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Please state your full name with spelling and address for the record. I would first like to ask Mr. Tom Stringer if he would like to make a presentation on behalf of the applicant. Mr. Stringer?
Thank you, Harry. This is Tom Stringer of BDO Site Selection and Incentives Team on behalf of the applicant, 1-800-Flowers.com. Would like to thank the chairman, the executive director, and staff of the IDA for their assistance, both at last month's initial public hearing and then for their assistance over the course of the last several weeks as we have worked through and negotiated the package. On behalf of the company, we're very excited to continue working with the team. I look forward to the hearing this week. We believe that the application that we've put forth in conjunction with the commentary and the adjustments made by the county is the ultimate win-win, both for the public-private partnership, certainly for the significant job retention and economic return on investment back to the county on behalf of a company, certainly given the circumstances. Happy to answer any questions that the county or the IDA may have, and we look forward to our hearing on Thursday evening.
Thank you, Mr. Stringer. I would now like to ask Agency Chairman Richard Kessel if he would like to make any comment.
Yes, Harry, thank you. Tom, good to have you and everyone else. I say this all the time, but I hope everyone is healthy and stays healthy. Obviously, this is a very unique situation. And normally we like to do our hearings in person, and hopefully we'll be able to resume that in a short period of time. I want to indicate, first of all, that as is our policy, I did reach out to County Legislator Arnie Drucker, a good friend, and left a message for him. Actually spoke to him about this several weeks ago, but did leave a message for him and a text that we were holding this hearing today in his district. 1-800-Flowers would wind up to Jericho Plaza. Arnie's been a great legislator and a valued friend, and I did let him know about this hearing and the project. And I also reached out to Brian Nevin on behalf of Supervisor of the town of Oyster Bay, Joe Saladino, and let him and the town know about the project and this hearing today. So I did do those reach outs. I do want to indicate, just from my perspective, Tom, I want to thank you and the 1-800-Flowers team for coming to us. And this, is, as you know, has been a many months process. I will tell you, and I've had several discussions with the county executive, Laura Curran. We are thrilled that 1-800-Flowers has agreed to stay and grow in Nassau County. And I do know from the meetings that we've had that you were looking at other locations, many of them out of state. And the fact that an iconic business and a well-known business throughout the country like 1-800-Flowers has agreed to stay and grow in Nassau County is great news for the county and our residents and taxpayers. I know that you will be moving from Westbury to Jericho, but you're staying here in Nassau County. And I think that's a great credit to the work that our county executive and her team and our IDA, our board, and our staff have done to work with you to make sure that you stayed in the county. So I want to thank you for that. And obviously, we will be taking it up at the board level on Thursday night, and I intend to recommend to the board that they approve this proposal and this project. I'm just thrilled again that you're staying in Nassau County. We're proud to have you. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is there anyone else wishing to be heard with respect to the project or of the financial assistance? Once again, for all persons wishing to make a comment, I encourage you to click the raised hand button on your screen to be heard. If you are viewing this hearing from a computer, the raised hand button is on the bottom of your screen in the middle. If you are viewing this hearing on a tablet, the raised hand button is located on the top of your screen on the right. Please note that this is a moderated call, and at all times you may hear me speaking directly to our moderator, Catherine Fee, Chief Marketing Officer and Director of Business Development for the agency. At this point, Ms. Fee will check the queue and open up microphones in the order in which they were received.
Victor, would you like to make a statement?
Yes, I would. Thank you very much. And my name is Victor Manuel, Manuel. I am the Assistant Superintendent for Business in the Jericho School District. And let me start by apologizing for my attire. We had a parade for our high school seniors today, so we were out and about in our garb today, so that's why I'm dressed like this. Second, thank you for the opportunity to comment on the application of financial assistance submitted by 1-800-Flowers. The school district, as an affected tax jurisdiction, has learned that the proposed project for a 15-year period, which is a deviation from the Nassau County IDA's uniform tax exemption policy. While the school district generally supports economic development that may promote job creation in the community and across the county, it recognizes that those efforts may impact the tax base of the school district. The district takes seriously any and all modifications that potentially adversely impact and or decrease the limited sources of revenue available to the school district. As we are sure that the IDA can appreciate, this concern is significantly heightened now during these unprecedented times. Notably, the school district's immediate financial future is in a state of flux as a result of COVID-19, and members of our school community and individuals across the county and the state are likewise facing economic hardship due to the crisis. In an effort to analyze the impact of this application on the school district, our representatives requested records from the IDA, which I thank the IDA for providing them in a very quick manner to date, and were made to obtain a better understanding of the proposed project and its impact on the district. At this time, and based upon a review of the records received to date, the district is not taking any formal position regarding the application or the proposed project. However, the district wishes to put its current understanding of the proposed project on the record and respectfully reserves its right to supplement its comments and submit additional comments to the members of the Nassau County IDA Board before its meeting on, I believe, Thursday evening. The district has reviewed the application submitted by 1-800-Flowers and the proposed pilot schedule. I note that the application lists the amount of the 2020 school and general taxes as follows: school taxes, $1,590,526, and general taxes, $1,255,662, which totals $2,846,188 in annual real property taxes for the property. The year one total pilot payment included in the proposed pilot schedule is listed as $430,782. For obvious reasons, this significant discrepancy raised concern to the district, and that's why we had reached out. On behalf of the district, our council inquired about this discrepancy during a recent call with an IDA representative. Based on these discussions, it is the district's understanding that the proposed project is for the renovation of just under 97,000 square feet of a 640,000 square foot facility. District council informed us that the IDA representative that the pilot amount represents the proportionate share of the project to the total footprint of the site, which is approximately 15%. It is therefore our understanding that the initial year one proposed pilot payment of $430,782 represents the annual proportionate share of taxes for the portion of the subject property that is seeking financial assistance from the IDA, or approximately 15% of the total annual taxes, and that the application before the IDA does not affect the remaining 85%. The district respectfully requests a writing and or confirmation from the IDA that the foregoing is accurate and that the remainder of the property that is not the subject of this proposed project will remain on the assessment roll. Accordingly, the district is requesting assurance from the IDA that the remaining 85% of taxes for the subject property will not be affected by the proposed pilot by 1-800-Flowers. In addition, the district respectfully requests that the prorated portion of the tax responsibility be expressly referenced in any transaction documents and that copies of the same be made available to the district when complete. Due to school district requirements under the tax cap legislation, The district also requests confirmation that the proposed pilot will begin in the 21-22 school year if approved by the IDA board. Again, the district reserves its right to supplement its comments and provide additional comments to the members of the IDA board. And I appreciate the invitation today and allowing me to speak. Thank you all very much.
Mr. Manuel, thank you for your comment and for participating today. I also want to extend as an agency our congratulations to your graduating seniors in these unprecedented times. I'm glad that you're offering them some opportunities to celebrate, such as today's parade. So our congratulations to them.
Thank you.
We will review your comments and respond accordingly.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else wishing to make comment at today's hearing? On behalf of the agency, I would like to thank everyone for attending this public hearing and for their comments with respect to the project and the financial assistance. It is now 2:16 p.m. and I now call this hearing to a close. Thank you all for joining